A desperate search off the coast of Martha's Vineyard for a missing plane carrying John F. Kennedy Jr., his wife, and his sister-in-law. Nearly 24 hours after that search first began, there are growing fears tonight that America's most famous political family has suffered another horrifying tragedy. Good evening, I'm Jane Hansen.
And I'm Chuck Scarborough. John F. Kennedy Jr., the heir to the Kennedy family fame and misfortune, is missing at sea and feared dead tonight. An intense search is focused in the waters off Cape Cod and Martha's Vineyard, where at least one piece of luggage and debris from his small plane has been recovered. John Jr. apparently was piloting a single-engine plane with his wife Carolyn Bessette and her sister Lauren on board. They were heading for a family wedding at Cape Cod. Jim Panchette is standing by at the Kennedy compound in Hyannisport with the latest. Jim?
Good evening. The family is waiting here for news, and so far it is not good. Just within the last hour, the Coast Guard has confirmed that luggage from the plane has been found floating in choppy seas. Beachgoers spot wreckage from John F. Kennedy Jr.'s plane in the waters off Martha's Vineyard. Rescuers fear the worst.
There is always hope, but unfortunately, when you find certain pieces of evidence, you have to be prepared for anything that happens.
On board a single-engine plane like this one, pilot Kennedy, his wife Carolyn Bessette, and her sister Lauren Bessette. They were going to drop Lauren at Martha's Vineyard, then go on to the Kennedy compound in Hyannisport for a wedding today. Family members had gathered to celebrate. Instead, they huddled in prayer.
The mood, it's unchanged. It's somber. There are a lot of children running around. That tends to lighten the atmosphere. And as I said, when families come together and greet each other, there's, people are happy to see one another, but obviously there's a great deal of concern.
Kennedy is 39, the publisher of George magazine. He was spotted at a Yankees game just Thursday night. He'd been hobbled lately by an ankle injury and had only been a pilot for about a year. Was the injury or the inexperience a factor? Searchers say they do not know yet. There are reports radar picked up a small plane in a nosedive about 9 p.m. Eastern Time last night. A massive search was organized early this morning, although coordinators insist Kennedy's celebrity status hasn't been a factor. He is, though, one of the best-known faces from one of the most loved and tragedy-stricken families in America. Now, if the worst fears here are confirmed, then John F. Kennedy Jr. will be the third in just his generation of the Kennedy family to die under tragic circumstances. That's a story from Hyannisport right now. I'm Jim Hanchett. Back to you.